Because everything is not what it seems. And will not to master the balance of things. Everything is not what it seems. But trouble's what I like. I want to figure it out, so what's not to like? A picture of me taking a picture of you, making the face that makes you laugh and you start laughing too. I've literally been in my bedroom nearly all day. Only once I got up, made myself a coffee, went downstairs, cleaned the living room, literally, because it looked a mess. Mia threw pillows everywhere. They were literally blankets on city. Chocolate Easter eggs everywhere, like them little Kinder eggs. And then what else happened this morning? Oh yeah, I come upstairs after I've had my tablets. I go back to bed, and then I'm upstairs nearly all day on my laptop, on my phone, watching YouTube videos, and obviously, and then I've had these on all day nearly. And then these are my brother-in-law's, they're not mine. He's letting me borrow them for a bit. And then what else happened? Oh yeah, my dad came home, and he literally comes home, goes into the living room, and he goes upstairs. This is getting better. My sister, yeah, she keeps her clothes in my dad's bedroom. So like, my dad's got drawers, and one wardrobe was his clothes in, and drawers was his clothes in. And Jacob and Naomi share a wardrobe. And obviously Naomi got up to go to work, didn't close any drawers, didn't even close the wardrobes, and clothes everywhere. My dad's bedroom's what was a mess this morning. And then, because I've been up here all day, because I've been up here all day playing on my YouTube games, making videos, and uploading stuff onto YouTube. So that's what I've been doing today. And then Jacob comes up here, goes, "Tash, dinner's ready." And Mia comes up, she peeps her head over to computer, which was like so cute. And then me and Jacob were like, we weren't fighting, we were just like, well, we weren't fighting, I can tell you that. We were like having like a nice friendly talk / wrestling. So it wasn't anything mean, and like we were just having like I was just getting on with my brother-in-law, really, wasn't I? And then I go downstairs, go get my dinner. So I go downstairs, I get my dinner. Mia looks at me after I got my food. She goes, "Tasha got all the cheese." And she kept on pointing to me, and she goes, "Tasha got all the cheese." When I didn't even get any, I only got like that much of cheese. And I just sprinkled it on my tortilla. And what else happened? Let's think. Oh yeah, Naomi and Jake weren't even telling her to stop. Like Mia would just literally stand up on that chair at the dinner table at the dinner table. And I'm like, all I said was, Mia, sit down now, for God's sake, just sit down. And like, because she won't listen to reason, I said it again, but like with a bit of anger, was a bit of an angry voice, because one, she was getting on my nerves. Two, you're not even meant to stand up at a table. And three, she needs to know what and not to do things, like where and not to do things. You shouldn't stand up at a table, especially on a chair while you're eating your food. And that's exactly what she was doing. She was crying because I took some cheese out of the cheese bowl. I mean, that cheese was there for everyone to share. And she's talking to me. Like, I know she's only 3, but like, she's nearly 4 and she should understand that she can't do that. Like, she needs to share. And then there's Jacob just enjoying his food. Obviously, I didn't give him any reason to say anything anyway. And then Naomi goes, well, what you doing that for? She's not your daughter. I'm like, 1, I'm not doing out. 2, I'm just telling her off because she's standing up at the dinner table. And she's moaning at me for cheese. And I'm asking her, what did I do? And she goes, you nicked the cheese. And then like, can't believe I had an argument with a little 3-year-old. And then like, my sister goes, well, why are you shouting at you? Can't tell what to do, you're not a mum. I'm like, well, it's not like you're doing out. Well, she wasn't doing out. She wasn't doing out, really. She's the one that left my dad's bedroom a mess. Left the wardrobes and drawers open. My sister, by the way. Mia, she comes home from nursery, falls asleep on tea. When it got to dinner time, she started shouting at me. Jacob brought her up here going, oh, she's missed you, T. Okay, yeah, she's missed me. Okay, she's missed me that enough to start talking about cheese and arguing about cheese at the dinner table. And then Naomi comes, after Naomi's gotten up to wash up, she's like, well, you and Jacob were arguing upstairs. I heard it all from downstairs. Like, oh no, we weren't arguing, we were getting along. And then Naomi gets up, starts shouting at me, going, she just proper shouted at me, like proper belted it all out, thinking that she knew everything. She thinks she knows everything. Obviously, I think I know everything half the time, but like, literally, she thinks she thought that me and Jacob were arguing upstairs when we weren't. We were just getting along like any brother-in-law and sister would do. Yeah, she thinks she knows everything. She thinks she's the big girl at family. My grandma said that I am the parent of this family now. I'm like the mum of this house, which kind of is the part, which I kind of am, because, well, my mum passed away, and my sister's got more anxiety because my mum passed away, and she's only getting cross at me all the time because our mum isn't here anymore. And she thinks she can get it all out on me just because mum's not here anymore. The more she talks to me, the more I'm gonna get cross. And the more I get cross, yes, I was getting cross at the dinner table, but I was talking to me at the same time. I wasn't yelling it out. I wasn't proper shouting at her like Naomi were at me. I was literally... Naomi starts shouting at me when she gets up to wash her stuff up. And then all of a sudden I went, Naomi, if you keep shouting at me, then you're going to get me mad even more. Then I will start shouting at you even louder. And then I perfectly told Naomi and Jake that I think like a 4-year-old. My brain is like a 4-year-old's brain. I think like a 4-year-old. I might be an adult, but I think like a 4-year-old. There's nothing wrong with thinking like a kid. It's like, I have a machine in my chest. I have a Y going up to my neck. I have brain damage. They don't understand how bad it is to have brain damage and epilepsy at the same time, and a machine in my chest and a heart murmur. The more they get me crossed, the more my hair is going to fall out, and the more my chest right there has been hurting so far, right there, and I have no idea what it's from. And for some reason, I think it happens when they get me stressed. And then, oh yeah, Mia came upstairs. She apologised for the cheese and everything, and for arguing over cheese for no reason. She apologised for that. I asked her why did she argue over cheese. She goes, I told her, I went, Mummy had some, Daddy had some, I had some, and straight after Grampy had some, you had some. And what else happened? Oh yeah, I gave Mia a big hug. She gave me a hug back. And then Naomi just grabbed Mia from me giving her a hug. And then she goes, well, that's just you, Tash. That's just you, Tash, trying to load Mia in. I'm like, well, no, I'm not doing that. I'm giving her a hug. She is my niece. And Naomi thinks just because Mum's died that she can get cross at me for all of the simplest things. I mean, does anybody else have sisters that get cross over the simplest things? Because if you do, send me a message and type it down below through the comments. Also, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and press that thumbs up button. Thank you guys. See you later. Bye.